Okay, so on your calculator, you want to hit this in order. Here's the steps, right? 1, 2, 3. So first hit the second, then hit the trace, then hit 2 for 0, because that's what we're looking for. Right? When you do that, you should be looking at a screen that looks like that, and it says left bound in the bottom left corner. Are we okay with that? What are you doing here? Y equals. Okay, erase it from there, put it on the first line. Right? You should, if you just do those simple steps, first you put the equation up there, then you did second trace 2 for 0. The next slide should look like that, left bound. Okay. By left bound, they mean put in an x value, which is to the left of the 0 that you're trying to find. Right? We have 2 zeros that we're going for, so we have to, just target one of them at a time. So let's say we're looking for that 0, that x-intercept. The left bound would be an x value, which is to the left of, less than that x value. Now, you can get there in 2 different ways. You could just enter an x value. I mean, that looks like -1, -2, -3, -4. Maybe you put in a number like -6 or something like that. Just hit -6, enter. Right? Or you could use the arrow keys, left and right, to move your cursor so that you would see the cursor, which is down here, move up. And when you see your cursor here, more or less, because that is above and a little bit to the left, then you hit enter. I think that we get stuck with that one process and we don't understand that you could just enter an x value if you see it. But it should be an x value on the screen. Right? Don't say -20, because that's not on the screen. Say an x value that you see. Okay, if you do that, right, does everybody enter an x value? Hit enter. And then it's going to say right bound. So now we have to do the same thing. We want to put in an x value, which is to the right of the 0 that we're trying to find. But don't make it to the right of the other 0. That'll confuse the calculator. Make it in between the 2 zeros, because for that one there, that would be to the right of that 0. So what would be a good x value, which is in between that and that? 0, -1, 1, -2, any of those is fine, right? Just put something which is to the right of the 0. Okay. What part of it? That? Do you need what? You need left bound, right bound, okay? Okay, let's finish this and then I'll turn it off and we'll go around and make sure people are getting every part of it. So once you put in the value there and you hit enter, you should see a screen that looks like that. In the bottom it says guess. I don't know why it says guess, right? But But what you should see at the top of the screen there, right, this is your left bound, this is your right bound. If you're happy with where you placed your left bound and your right bound, just hit enter. And it should pop up, the cursor should go right to the 0, and it should tell you the value right there.